all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How we doing today? It's Thursday, but it feels like a Friday. I don't know why. But thank you, Steve, for kicking off the contributions, as well as Thai Boxing. Thank you so much. So yesterday's show was a masterpiece, an excellent breakdown of not only the individual, but of all women with a similar mindset who think they will never hit the wall. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you appreciated that, because it was needed to be said, needed to be done. And I don't know what's in the air lately, but I heard my little big sis talk about, feeling like you're getting bulkier. I don't know what's in the water or what's in the food or what's in the air, but the hips is spreading like rumors. Now, I'm keeping it in check, but this little so-called little happy weight, I'm good on that now. Now, I ain't tripping too much because, at certain points, your hormones got you bloated and blah, 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 blah. But, I can still fit my clothes and, I ain't having them kind of problems. But we headed back to the intermittent fasting. We headed back to the intermittent fasting. We headed back to fruit only. We headed back to fruit and water. We headed back to lowering. Go ahead, lower them carbs back down, because you call yourself eating a little bit of brown rice, and that's not gonna work. Husband got me on the squat team. He like, yeah, you gonna squat. Weighted squats too. Y'all. Talking about some, you can squat this. I can. Talking about, go ahead, squat this. First, he had me 10 pounds. 10 pounds. I found 10 pounds. Okay, we can do 10 pounds. We can go ahead and do 10 pounds. Then he hopped up to 20. I said, what happened to 15? What in the world happened to 15? Skip that. Went to 20. Then he went to 30. Hey. But for all that complaining, I'm itching to get back in the gym and do it again, though. I'm like, I ain't been to the gym. He said, oh, you got it. You got it. You just put the weight on your back, talking about, go ahead, come on. You got it. I do. Oh, the brother said the odd numbers don't exist. I see. I said, okay, and then I be belly aching and then go ahead and do the squat. After I done said I couldn't do it. Then he just look at me. I don't know what you waiting on. You're thinking about it. Come on. Oh, this is the mantra. This the mantra. Nah, I need you to get lower than that. Lower than that. Now you can get lower than that. I can. You better. Thank you so much, Chano. Thank you, sweetheart. Say, I've been waiting for you to do a deep cook on this. Yeah, we gonna cook this because this is out of control. Oh, that peach cobbler wasn't for me. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy enough to eat that peach cobbler? You talk about being 300 pounds before the winter time hit. I am not eating that peach cobbler. Not eating that. Mm-mm. Y'all think I'm crazy enough to eat my own peach cobbler? mm. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Disa. This is for yesterday's program. Missed it. However, listen this morning when you were going over the items Brittany I won't receive anymore. I was dying, putting your leg up, acting stupid online, then get money over. Exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alistair. So, are you going about this septum piercing on Black women? I mean, I'm not really focused on that necessarily. Thank you, Taz and Peach Cobbler. Yeah. I'm not crazy enough to sit there and eat my own peach cobbler. Or anybody else's peach cobbler for that matter. I can't eat peach cobbler. I am not in a position to be eating nothing like that. I'm on fruit and water and fish. Eat you some salmon. Eat your salad a little bit. I need to get back on my intermittent fasting. I have not been doing. That's what I haven't been doing. I haven't been doing my intermittent fasting. I actually really need to get to that. And my one meal a day. To be snacking. And not even like cookies and candy snack. But I'm getting back addicted to cheese, and that ladies and gentlemen, that's what you shouldn't get. That's almost bad as eating a piece of cake. Thank you, Mogul Maze. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Real Life, for your contribution. We're going to go ahead and get on into it. Thank you so very much, sweetheart, for your contribution. So why one meal a day? Because depending on who you are and how much you expend energy, you don't really need more than one a meal every day. If you expend a lot of energy all day, then you need more than one meal. If you are a person that is not sedentary, your day is filled with movement, whether that's in the gym, whether that's on the job, wherever you're doing. If you constantly in a state of expending a lot of energy, then you need more food because food is an energy. It's an energy source. But if you are sedentary more or less, you don't need that much food. So even when I'm in the gym and doing my exercises, my day is more sedentary than it is not. I'm doing more sitting and working than I am up and working. So I don't need more food. Yeah, this is what I was doing when I was heavy with keto. When I was dealing with keto real heavy, I was actually under 20 carbs. I was like 10 and less, almost to 0 carbs. I got carbs from my vegetables. And yeah, I was on one meal. I had a 22 and 2. So I was on 2 hours of eating, 22 hours, not within that 2 hours, eat your dinner, eat whatever it is you was going to eat. Drink water all day. No juice, no none of that. Drinking all the sugar. That's another thing. I done get back into the habit of drinking juice and cut that right on back out. Water. Because you drink all your sugar. But yeah. And thank you so much, Disa, getting your hair done with a new Gucci outfit. Your side dude bought you looking good on the big Megatron over. And you silly. Thank you so much. So let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Women are now online talking about how they don't like when men have standards. And that actually opens the door to so many so much of their rhetoric that's cap. So much of their rhetoric that's cap. And thank you all for the compliments on my colors and stuff like that. So much of the rhetoric has been capped, and we are going to uncover that. Okay. Now I'm going to share a little bit of Brother Raul's a video that he made on this very subject. And we're going to take a look at what some of these women are saying. Okay. Okay.
That's why I don't like men who like know their worth. Like I hate y'all. I hate men who know their worth. They be like, I don't gotta deal with girl shit. I know my worth. I got my shut the fuck up. 4 men was just like dinner and but now y'all wanna be like having real deep conversations and shit. Y'all wanna be like asking out what you do. Oh, I do. Trying to cut this off like, no, I don't got time for the drama or you toxic. I hate when it says to me, you toxic. So what's up? What you doing tomorrow? Who teaching you all that shit? For real, who teaching you all that shit?
Who teaching us what?
Y'all worth. I don't like that.
Well, to answer your question, young lady, older gentlemen like.
Now, let's unpack that. Let's unpack that for a moment. The very end is what I'm talking about. Because she actually said a lot and she's laughing and giggling, but she means all of that. She means 100% of that. Let me move over a little bit. She means 100% of everything that she just said. I hate y'all. She mean that. She's just, that is not hyperbole. She's not exaggerating. She do hate men that know their value. Hate. Okay? Hate them. Why? She enumerated why. She enumerated why they should be hated or why she hates them. She hates them because they don't just perform for her. Dinner and D. Okay? Dinner and D. They used to just give you dinner and D. They used to just give you DNA. They used to just give you D and attention. They used to just give it to you without you. But the other part that she's not saying is men used to give this without requiring anything of the women, because there was a time where men assumed the value of a woman. But I'm gonna tell you where you got that time from. Where did men get that? They don't have it now, but there was a time when men assumed the value of women. They assumed that women had value. They assumed that women knew how to bring value. There was a time where men assumed that women knew how to be women and that they didn't have to ask questions like, what do you bring to the table? Do you cook and clean? Do you see? There was a time when men assumed that women had that together, because there was a time when women had that together. You know what group of women had that together? The ones y'all call slaves and mammies. Yet you want to ride off of the hard work of them lionesses of the past. Y'all hyenas today, the modern day hyena, likes to ride off of the work of the lioness, the old school lioness. The one that you like to look back upon and look down upon because she was able to hold her family together. Because she was able to listen to the instruction of and the leadership of her husband. Because she was able to raise kids without having a mental breakdown. Because she was able to have children in wedlock more often than not. She was able to put and hold the house together and pop, didn't have Big Daddy in them, did not have to constantly tell her the same thing over and over. It ran like a well-oiled machine because that's what she was gonna do. All of that good hard work that lionesses put in for years and years and generations of hard lioness work. That is what made men comfortable to assume that women had value, because it was more lionesses than it was hyenas, and lionesses bring value. You don't gotta ask what we do. Even as thoroughly as my husband vetted me, he didn't ask that question. That was not a direct question that he asked me. What do you bring to the table? He never said that to me. He never said that to me. Because the work of a lioness show itself. So he didn't have to ask me, what is your value? The only thing that he wanted to know was whether or not I was willing to bring that value to him. He didn't question whether I had value or not. That was understood. He saw that. He saw that. That he knew. He was just trying to make sure that I was willing and able and wanted to bring the value to him and be under his covering as well as his leadership. Submit, that's the word you don't like. He wanted to know was I was going to submit. That if you're looking for me to say it. I know it's a hyena somewhere talking about, she ain't going to say that word. Yes, I will. He was looking for whether or not I was going to submit. Y'all scared. Y'all scared of the word. If you scared, go to church. You got time for it. So all of them women that y'all call slaves, they were just getting beat on, and they were just getting cheated on, and Big Daddy did this, and her husband did that. You don't know what her husband did. It was the work of them women that you want to ride off of. But see, now y'all modern hyenas run your big mouth. And not only do you run your big fat trap, you act a fool as well. So the foolishness of your words match the foolishness of your actions. That's how we know it's real, because you talk crazy and you act crazy. So when your words match your actions, you got to believe you. When folks show you who they is, you got to believe them. Right? When folks show you who they is, you got to go ahead and believe that now. Because they done told you and they showed you. So don't like men that understand I don't need to be dealing with you because you toxic. Notice her reaction to that. To men saying you're toxic. Oh, yeah, well, whatever, what you doing tomorrow? Nothing, you toxic. Instead of saying, wait a minute, is this how I'm being perceived as a toxic person? As a toxic woman? This is how I'm being perceived by people who are getting to know me, by people who are, coming into my world and coming into my vicinity and things of that nature. When they see me, they see a toxic individual. This is what I'm putting out to them. This is what they see. And she said men. So that means more than one man that she has encountered has told her in one way or another that you're toxic, ma'am. And I don't want to have any further dealing with you because of your toxicity. Instead of addressing the toxicity that other people are noticing, this is how they're experiencing her. She's dismissing it like, oh, whatever. I like being toxic. Like Glorilla said, this one's far away from her 20s, though. If she 20 anything, I'll be a monkey's uncle. If she 20 something, that's problematic. I'm hoping she ain't in her 20s. This black, somewhere the black is cracking. If that one is in her 20s, somewhere black done crack. Thank you, Mr. Garrett said women hate when men establish boundaries. Exactly. Thank you, Jamie Kelly, for your super sticker. And thank you, Miss Lou Casely, for your contribution as well, sweetheart. So I'm hoping she ain't, her age don't start with it too. That's not going to be good. Thank you, Lucky Lefty said, blessings, Kendra. You were saying exactly what I've been thinking about these hyenas. They are not worth it. They not worth it. And see, that's what they really dislike. They dislike it that men understand who they are. See, this is where the shaming and the insult come in, calling all the men narcissists. They all controlling. They're all crazy. They're all abusive. They are all, misogynists. They are all, they hate women and all this other type of stuff. This is where all of that comes from. Because how dare you men not like y'all place in the gynocracy? Let's really get on into it. How dare you males? We put you under our back feet. How dare you not like that position? How dare you raise up and to think that you are better than the position that we put you in? We put you in a position of servitude to us. We put you in a position of being, just simps for us. You got to simp for us. You got to be cucks. You got to be, you got to be crash dummies. You got to be just, resources for us and stuff like that. You're not supposed to have a brain, and you're not supposed to be able to access your worth or not. Your worth is what we as a group of hyenas have said that it is. How dare you go somewhere else to find your worth? We told you weren't worth nothing. We told you was conquered under Mr. Cartwright. We told you that you were subjected under Mr. Cartwright, and you have submitted to him, so we're not going to submit to you. We told you that. We told you that you are nothing. We told you was broke. We told you was dusty. We told you were stupid. We told you didn't have no resources. We told you didn't have no power. We told you who you were. We told you who you were. So how dare you come back and figure behind me like you're going to be something other than what we told you was? That's what they're saying. That's what the hyenas is saying. See, because the hyena clan fall apart. For as bad as they treat the males in a hyena clan, the clan can't stand without them. Because they the grunts. The males of the hyena clan are the grunts. They do all the grunt work and the dirty work and to make all the sacrifices. So if there were no males in the hyena clan, the clan would fall. Instead of that being a source of value for the male, she disregards that. The female hyena disregards that. He's fodder for her. He's there to serve. He's there to be a crash test dummy. He's there to go out and die. When the lions attack the hyena clan, they put the males in the front. Now, the males are weaker because they don't get as much food. They don't get as much nutrition and all of that type of stuff. They live a horrific life underneath the hyena, the female hyena. But she sent him first because he's the crash test dummy. He's supposed to die first. Then the females go. Now, that's after the fight done started. You know who starts the fight with the lion? The matriarch. Tell me you ain't seen them little videos of the matriarch could go right over to a alpha lion and get the hooting and hollering and scooping her back feet. She'd go right over there. She go right over there and stand dead in front of a alpha male lion and scoop her back feet, make that little stupid noise. She be standing somewhere scooping and she be urinating and stuff like that and scooping her feet. She know he don't want to look at that. She know it's annoying to him. She annoying him, getting on his nerve and stuff like that. He talking crazy. That's the animal hyena version of talking crazy. She go over there and start talking crazy to him. Yeah, y'all ain't finna do nothing. These lions ain't about nothing. That's her version of that. Until he get irritated. The lionesses already be irritated. Then he got to get irritated enough to say, now you just standing there scooping and can on. I don't want you shuffling your back feet and you steady running back and forth. I'm going to bite you. Now, after the matriarch done started all that, she go get the male hyena to come fight. Now, he don't know none of this stuff going on. Sound familiar? He don't know his worth. He doesn't know his worth. The male hyena don't know that he's better than that. That he don't need to do that. He don't know that. Thank you so much, Theo, for your contribution, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shelton. I had to bring the cooler, my lawn chair, the straw hat out for this cookout. You got it smoking her. Thank you so much. Thank you, Charles. That great content. A lot of these females are lost cause. A lot of them are. Thank you, Common Man. Say if a quality man don't scrutinize a woman today, a quality man will end up in 3 places: sick for life, in jail most of their life, or dead or lose their life to jail. This is true. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on commercial break. And then we're going to come back because there's another layer. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit more. But there's another layer. We're going to discuss the real issue behind the rhetoric that these women have been preaching against for so long and why they don't like the manosphere, quote unquote, and why they don't like red pill. There's a big problem with it. But after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, brothers, I want to tell you about a website called blackmenszone.com. Now, Black Men's Zone is a site that specifically targets black men. It's a place where black men talk about issues that solely affect them. Now, at Black Men's Zone, the topics will range from news to society, sports, technology, business, food and recipes. Some brothers got to cook too. Gaming, and some of your brothers like doing some of that. Health and fitness, got to get your workout on. Music, movies, and many other topics. Now, there's not many forums around these days for black men, and because black men have to create them. Now, this particular website is more of a forum based, something simple, not social media. You can write what you need to write, say what you need to say, get off pretty quick. But if you're interested, brothers, to at least go there, and I want you to check it out, engage in the topics, go to blackmenszone.com, sign up for an account, and get engaged in the conversation.
So what I need you all to do is go ahead and click the link at the top of the chat, blackmenszone.com. Become a part of the conversation or start one of your own. This is a forum by a black man for black men to discuss so many different things, not just centered around relationships, but also around work and health and, politics and mobility and all of these other things that interest men and that are of concern to men primarily. So definitely hit the link and sign up at that forum, blackmenszone.com. Okay, hit the link at the top of the chat. I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta go ahead and hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we got, but I know we probably need to hit the like button. Let me get some of these super chats. Thank you so much. You can't see me, so I've been away for a while. Caught up now. Your message has helped develop my vetting of women. Thank you. You are very welcome. Thank you so very much. And thank you, Scorched Earth, said keep cooking. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you all's contribution. So this is what I really want to talk about. Men knowing their value is dangerous to the hyena clan. This is why they got to come out and say, because he knows the first thing is that he knows that he should not be subjected to his position in the hyena clan. He shouldn't even be in the hyena clan. This is part one of what she don't like, because when men discover their own worth, especially after you've been under the gynocracy your whole life, and you realize, wait a minute, this is not my proper position as a man. See, I keep telling y'all that men more so than women go through the hero's journey. Men will go through the hero's journey more often than women will go through the hero's journey. Because men typically face actual consequences for the decisions that they make, good or bad, they actually have to, most of them have to go on a hero's journey. It is a man with arrested development that never goes. He remains in the boneyard. He remains a male hyena. Nobody should be bothered with him, because a man that can't deal with consequences of his actions and things of that nature, and he never goes into his own personal hero's journey, and which really is a journey of self-discovery and who you are and what you made of in life, and what are you doing in life to actually create a vision. The hero's journey helps them to develop a vision for themselves, discover their purpose, discover what they should be doing as men and how to operate in the world as men. That is a hero's journey. It is brought on typically by the fact that they had to face a consequence or face a fear or face something that they didn't want to face, but they have to in order to get to further stages in their life. If they wanted to get to where they said they wanted to go in life, then they're going to have to get over certain obstacles. Some of these obstacles are more challenging to them than others. So they have to go on a hero's journey, so to speak, in order to accomplish their own personal goals. Women less so, because this day and age that we live in don't like to give women any consequences for their bad decisions and outcomes. So when you are shielded from the consequences of your actions, when you are shielded from accountability, then you don't do introspection. There's a much less likely chance for you to introspect and figure out anything for yourself and about yourself. So women are able to last in a delusion longer than men ever really can, because she might get a slap on the wrist, but typically she's not going to receive any heavy-handed consequences that affect the trajectory the rest of her life. Now reality does that to her, but she lives in a delusion about it, i.e. don't think the wall exists and all that type of stuff. But that was a little bit of a tangent. I'm going to get to the super chats in a minute. That was a little bit of a tangent. Let me get back. Men who know their value know that she should be more valuable. That's where the real stuff is at. They don't like men that know their value, because men that know their own value come to discover that the women should be more valuable. And they not. That's the whole problem. In a nutshell. The women are not more valuable. It shines a light on their shortcomings as women and how far below the bar of womanhood that modern women have fallen. This is the real reason why they ran Kevin Samuel's name, dragged it through the mud. This is why they don't like my channel. This is why they don't like Danika's channel. This is why they don't like these red pill channels. They don't like Brother Dennis Sperling's channel. They don't like these channels. And the reason why hyenas don't like these channels, and I'm going to speak only for the female channels at first, mine, Danika's, Chantel's, and stuff like that, because we're not necessarily telling men what to do, nor are we necessarily highlighting what they value should be. We're not really doing that. What we are doing is we're shining a light on how far the woman has fallen. What she shouldn't be. She's something she shouldn't be. And she's far away from what she should be. That's problem number one. Now, for the men's channel, like Kevin Samuel's channel, for instance, they didn't like his channel because, not necessarily because they think it's misogyny. That part is a little bit of cap. That's a bit of gaslighting that they like to do. That it's not really that they think that the channels hate Black women or that it's misogynistic. That's the smoke screen that they hide behind. Oh, these are women hating channels. You know what I'm saying? Or the women who are hosting certain channels are self-hating, male identified, mammy, you know what I'm saying, channels. And they don't like Black women and all that, self-hating and blah, blah, blah. That's actually a smoke screen. The real issue is because channels like ours expose to the men that the women should be more than what they are. They should be better and they should be more valuable than what they are, and they are not. They didn't like Kevin Samuels because he displayed women's lack of value through their own words and through their own actions and things that they said that they were doing. And then he would come back around to tell men how to be valuable. See, that's why they didn't like that high value man talk. They didn't like that. They did not like that. They did not like that high value man talking. Because he was talking about not just money. See, the hyena wanted to relegate high value man only to his pocket. But that's not what Kevin said. Kevin was talking about a man with discipline, including sexual discipline. This is the part of the discipline that hyenas dislike. Men with sexual discipline. This is what women like Brittany Renner be mad at, men that don't knock them down, or men that don't want to knock them down. They get mad at those types of men because those types of men are not giving them the inroad to the energy that they need in order to operate like a hoe, like they want to, and cause chaos and disruption in that man's life. Kevin Samuels actually said, and I got the clip, that men that have high value are disciplined in every aspect of their life, including sexual. See, a lot of people misquote him and misrepresent what he was talking about. He wasn't necessarily saying that once you get to a certain place, you don't have any sexual discipline as a high value man. You just screw anybody and screw anything. Men that have high value not only earn more money, they are valuable men because it takes a certain amount of discipline and mindset to even get to a certain income that you have accumulated and that you retain. You can't be disciplined everywhere but one area. It's discipline across the board. You know how many men like that have to ignore in order to continue on with his journey and his purpose? He has to ignore certain kinds of women consistently. He can't just be getting caught up with all these chicks because it's a distraction. It takes away from what he's doing and the value that he's building in himself. Takes it away. So he doesn't actually get caught up. The most successful men, the most grounded men in their life, the one that's got their values together, these are the men that you don't hear popping up with random baby mamas. That don't move them. Brittany Renner's coming in with her little booty and her little this and her little that prancing around. That don't move them. Most men who are high value, they're not going around cheating. They don't have to tell no lies to nobody about nothing that they doing. Because they doing what they doing. They have to do none of that. They don't have to do none of that. They're operating the way that they operate, period, point blank. First of all, he's short on time. And time is money. He's short on time and time is money. So he don't be really having time to be getting caught up with these thoughts and bops. These little thought pockets. He ain't got time for all that. Okay? He got stuff to do. He's not clocking a 9 to 5, so work is 24/7. The woman that he has invited into his life and made a wife of her has value to him. She working with him, not against him. Y'all, listen. Let me get to these super chats because I see my good sis up in here. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely. Said Miss Crimson, what's the best way to contact you? Through email. Somebody put my email in there. Thank you, Kenneth, for the love, sweetheart. Thank you so good. Thank you so much. And thank you to the little big sis. I knew I seen my sis in here. Okay. Rocking the short pixie cut. I'm loving it. But you done went that way and I'm going the other way, sis. I'm going to get me some locks, baby. And I'm cheating because I'm going to get instant locks. Yes, I am. I'm cheating. I'm put cheat code in there. I did the long way last time. Last time I had locks, I twisted my own hair and let it grow. You go into that stage where you look like Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, and all that kind of stuff. I paid my dues with them locks. And now I'm going back. I'm locking up again. I'm gonna lock up again soon. And I'm getting Insta locks. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so very much for all of y'all contribution. But let's keep cooking because I got a little bit more to go. Thank you, Miss Augusta. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for your contributions, beloved. I appreciate you very much. Yes, ma'am. Got you running around like Sonic the Hedgehog. Every time you enter the room, you know, the little music be playing. You trying to figure out where that music coming from? Cause you sign it. It's you. It's you. You sign it. Thank you, Marquise. It was evident about this topic is these women would demand a man make 6 figures but get pregnant to dusty ninjas. They are walking, talking hypocrites. They definitely are. This is why they can't stand our channels. It's not, they don't think it's misogyny. Our channels are telling men that they can be more than what they are. But if the men discover that they themselves can be more and should be more and are capable of being more than what the gynocracy have told them they can do, they will come to expect better of the women. This is why they don't like passport bros. This is why they don't like when men say they're not dealing with American women, or they're not dealing with black women, or they're not dealing with this women and that kind of women, and they don't want feminist women, because that indicates an awakening of the men and saying, I don't gotta deal with a toxic chick. I ain't gotta deal with her just because she throw me that little funk box. I ain't gotta deal with her. She arguing, she fighting. I'm threatening to go to jail all the time. She's a consistent threat to me. She's a consistent problem to me. She has consistent trouble for me. I don't have to deal with that. There are women in this world that I can get that's on my level. What is his level? Because they try to relegate it down to a dollar amount, and it's not a dollar amount. If that man has exited the lost value system and he has required of himself to raise his level of values, personal priorities, he has gotten, in other words, his life together, then he requires more. He requires more. And it exposes the lack that these women have. They like roaches when the light come on. They get the scattering across the countertop, but the nest is too full and they can't make it before they get squashed. They don't like it. Get to the rest of these super chats. Thank you, Dan Taylor. Say hello, Kendra. Been a while since I checked in on you. Continue spreading the wisdom. The tide is changing, and it heralds the awakening of the modern black male. Modern women, be prepared to bring value if you expect to attract more than Pookie or Ray Ray. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate you greatly, sweetheart, for your contribution. Men that have standards are not easily gaslit. Let's talk about that part. They don't like men that know their worth because they cannot gaslight these men. Cannot gaslight these men. They cannot get with these men that have low value, low senses of self-worth, so that they can manipulate these men and cry victim and cry foul when these men don't act right. So you go and you get a broken man. You know he broken. You know that there are parts of him that is not up to par as a man. He ain't found no vision. He ain't found no purpose, and he ain't found no business. He run around the hood all day, rolling up, smoking weed, trying to screw on the next Keisha and all that kind of stuff. He got 5 baby mamas. He can't hardly keep a job. This is the kind of dude that can't keep up his state ID. It's got the wrong information on it. His state ID still got the address from 2 addresses ago. You understand? He's that guy. This man has not given you any indication that he has anything going on in his life that is worthy of anything. Sex, let alone children. This man is not worth the time of any worthy woman's day. Not worth it. He not worth it. But yet, she will get that guy. She will know that this is the type of man that he is. He ain't got no business. He ain't got nothing to do all day. Any guy that you see just study up and down the block, he ain't got no business. Men that's doing something got business to tend to. He ain't got time to be all up and down the block holding up the corner. He ain't got time. But if you see him every day, all day at the corner store sagging and smoking, this is the one that they give kids to. This one. This one is the one. And they'll go up to him and they will try to be, quote unquote, in a relationship with this man. This man has not indicated that he is on any level in his life needing to be in some type of relationship. But she'll go over there. Now, why does she go over there? Why is she over there with that man? Why is she with him? Because there's something about him that is broken. She knows that. See, predators know they prey. Predators understand prey. She's being predatory on him. Just like they say that men be being predatory on women. Oh, they know that they broken, so they be going over there doing that to them. Yeah. Women do the same thing. These hyenas are predatory. Hyenas are predatory. Hyenas are predators. And she will see this man. He still live with his mama, or he from baby mama to baby mama house, that kind of stuff. He in and out the county jail, that guy. And she'll get with him, show as the sun rise in the east and set in the west, she'll get with him. And then she'll get pregnant by him and all that kind of stuff. She'll get him in her house. He'll move with her. Then when he does not pull his weight, when he does not consistently bring no money in, when he can't consistently hold a job, when he can't consistently take care of this and take care of that and pay this bill and get her hair done and get her nails done and all this other kind of stuff, and all that he do consistently is have sex with her, now she want to play victim. This is the gaslight. This is why they don't like men that know they work. Because she can't manipulate that situation like she can with a man that does not know his worth and has a low sense of self-worth, and he live his life like that. Tell me I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. To this one, she'll let him move in the house. She'll ride the car, he do. And then when he go and he take her car and drive Latasha around in it, now she want to cry about how he's a cheater. Now she want to cry about what he don't contribute to her. Now she want to cry about what kind of money he don't got. But he was him. He was that before you walked over there to him. You knew what you were getting, and then they cry victim about him. But they went into the situation preying on him. They wanted him like that so that they could manipulate him, make him feel a certain type of way, make him feel low. Oh, he's a cheater. He ain't got nothing. He a bum. He a dusty. But you've been with him for 5 years. And the whole 5 years, she'll be with him 3 years before she get pregnant. When you ask these chicks about their baby daddy, they will have at least 2 years worth of turmoil that they'll tell you about that they went through with him before she even got pregnant. So what you get pregnant for, sis? What you was over there that long for? If he was doing this and doing that, and he was here and there, and he was dusty here and there, and he was over there with his other baby mama, and then he ain't had no job, he ain't had no money. He was why was you there for 2 years and then why'd you get pregnant? Answer the question. But you know what? I love it. I don't want to hear. Because it's your body, your choice. You had all the opportunity in the world to not have this child. You had all the opportunity in the world to not be with a guy that you claim ain't this and he ain't that. You had every opportunity to not be with that guy. Why are they with that guy? Because they can gaslight him and they can manipulate him. They can manipulate the relationship. They can cry victim when it's convenient for them. And he'll be the villain in the story. He'll be the villain in the story. He doing her wrong. That's how women play in men's faces. They play in the face. She playing in his face. She know what she's doing. He said he was going to do this and do that. And, I was sticking with him because, I'm trying to help. I gave my all, and I gave my money. I ain't doing that no more. Taking care of no man, building no man. That's the story. But she knew what she was doing. You giving him money so you can have control. You get a man that would fix his mouth to ask you for $20, $30. And he consistently do that because he ain't got it. And then you hold it over his head. Well, if you don't act right, I ain't giving you nothing. You don't never put no gas in my car. He don't got no job. And he ain't going to get now. You know that. He did that in the 2.5 years that you know him. He ain't had no steady job. Them 2-3 years you don't know him. He ain't never had no steady job. He not doing that. He riding around the block and, and all that kind of stuff. Just kicking it all day. That's what he doing. And you have a baby by him. Sure as I'm sitting here, you have a whole baby. And then get mad that he is not stepped up to be a father. This is a man that have not shown you any indication that there is anything in his DNA that said that's what he was going to do. And then you get to cry victim about it. I'm a single mama. And he a deadbeat. He dusty. Don't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody care. You made your bed, not lay in it. Don't nobody care about what you talking about. That's why they don't like men that know their worth. Because men that know their worth would never. Men that know their worth would never. Men that know their own worth dismiss women when she's not up to par. When she's not up to par, she gets dismissed. He don't allow her to hang around. He don't allow her to act a fool. He don't allow it because he don't have time and he don't have the energy for that. He doesn't have the energy for that. He's not even on that type of time or program. He don't like that. He don't like all that foolishness and, crazy testing him here and there, and you study challenging his manhood, and you study doing this and that. He don't have time for that. He don't have the patience. It's highly annoying and irritating to him. Get out. Bye. I'm not calling you no more. He just ghosted me. He ghosted you because the last time you had a conversation, it was such an asinine conversation. He saw all the red flags dancing over your head. He don't have time for that. Bye. And because he knows his worth as a man, he don't have to deal with a woman with 10 red flags over her head. He don't have to. You worse than 6 flags of Great America. You got 6 red flags over your head, and nobody got time for that. He don't want you. He don't want all your toxicity. He don't want you study arguing with him and messing with him, and you know what I'm saying, teasing him and annoying him, and hey, you study got this thing. He don't. It's just done. He's not even gonna argue with you about it. You'll just be dismissed. You don't get 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to act a fool and embarrass him. He not worried about that little funk box. He not worried about that. Take that. You can take that too. Your pH balance off anyway. Go ahead on. You douche every other week. That throw your pH balance off. You wouldn't have to feel like you had to do it that often if you wasn't letting everybody in there. Thank you, Damien. So I agree with the person from yesterday. You give new words and terminology. Funk box. I'm dying. Yeah, y'all know it's a funk box. But thank you so much. Thank you, King Jace. I love you, man. Thank you for holding us accountable, men and women. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Carson. They hate us when we know our work. They try to dirty our names when they can't access us. They're calculated and extremely dangerous. This is very true. Thank you, Common Man. So I've never met an unwed mother whose kids' fathers were 6-figure men, but they're always, yo, let me borrow $20 men. Yeah, them guys. Thank you, Backish, for your super sticker. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ruminant said no, 5 of his 7 baby mamas will sign up to be number 8, but he tricked her. The on point man won't entertain her. That's why she ate that one. Exactly. The man that have value, that know his value, that understand his value as a man is not even entertaining her. She can't approach. She gets intimidated. She gets scared. And then she start projecting. He ain't this and he ain't that. Try to belittle him so that she can feel better about either being rejected by him or being unable to approach him in the first place. Thank you, Terry. Said question. Crimson, I agree with you 100%, but my worry is that I still see most people acting the same in day-to-day activities. You really think your message is spreading? I sure hope it is. It has to spread on an individual level. I actually don't anticipate that it's going to be this super duper like quickly spreading thing, because people don't like to do work. People don't like to do work. This requires work. It requires a lot of internal work, and it requires a lot of addressing your own self. And folks don't like to do that. Folks don't like to do that. So this ain't real popular. But there are people who are going to grasp onto it. And so I know that they will, because it's the truth, and truth has a way of attracting people. Truth attracts the people that want to hear it, basically. See what I'm saying? But thank you so much. But that's why they don't like men and know that they're worth, because the men require something of them as women, and they're not prepared to do anything. They're not prepared. They're not prepared to cultivate any value within themselves. Men who have self-worth, who understand who they are as men, who know what they will and won't tolerate, what they will and won't accept into their lives and from the people around them and things of that nature, these women can't tolerate it, because they can't operate in unbridled chaos like they want to do and disrupt that man's life and still get benefit from him, disrupt him and still get all the benefit from him. That is what they want to be able to do. Engage in an untold amount of chaos and tomfoolery, and the man still say, okay, baby, and give them everything that he has, including his masculine light, including his money, including his resources, including his the benefit of his knowledge and the benefit of his wisdom and the benefit of his protection and all of this other type of stuff that they want to benefit from him without giving anything. This is why they get mad about the value question, because the value question came about only because men in general were saying we're valuable. So now, how are you valuable to me? And then to expand that question, not only how are you valuable to men, but I would pose the question of modern women, how are you valuable as women, period? What make you valuable as women, period? Just as a human being. Most of y'all don't have a humanitarian bone in your body. You don't have a charitable bone in your body. You don't have an empathetic bone in your body. You don't help nobody. You don't assist nobody. You are not a source of positivity for nobody. Nobody has benefited from you or from knowing you or from being around you or from associating with you at all. What benefit have you been in your life to anybody besides yourself? So who are you as a woman? Just forget about who you are to a man as a woman. Who are you as a woman, period? Where do you get your values from? Where do you get your principles from? What's your goals in life? Most of these modern women talk about getting a bag and, you know what I'm saying, and being a boss and all that. Y'all don't even know what that requires. So I really don't want to hear that foolishness. Thank you so much, Datorian, for your contribution, sweetheart. I appreciate you. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Before I do, go to crimsoncure.com. Get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, The Lies of Feminism, The Road to Recovery. The links are in the description box. Go ahead and order your copy. I'm gonna have some announcements soon. I'm getting excited. I'm gonna have some announcements for Patreon as well. I'm actually getting excited about stuff because there's ideas and then now they're forming into reality. And this is gonna really benefit my listeners and my subscribers. Y'all are gonna love the upcoming year. This gonna be a year for y'all and for me. But in any case, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.